You can see the volume on there.
Yeah, look, it's going.
Yeah.
So they can hear us.
Woo!
All right,
We're gonna see if they can hear us. Is what's going on. Oh. Woohoo! So we're not quite ready yet, but here we are.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
We're live.
Welcome.
Woo!
Still working on an intro. Green squares.
Driven TikToks, sort of.
Tech talks. TikTok. Tech talk.
Driven TikTok.
I don't know.
Driven dribbles.
Dribbles. It's Saturday night. And I got. It's been a day.
It has been a day.
Well.
It's been a hell of a day, actually. Okay. If we get any feedback, I apologize, everybody, because I need to.
I was like, hey, you want to go check out a local air show at noon?
We live?
In the heat.
Woo! All right, there we are. What's up, Liz? All right, so.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. See, I wanted to open this up because we got the chat.
Hi, honey.
And really, I need to have Twitch open too.
Twitch. Oh, what does that mean? I'm sorry.
Twitch, my other streaming service.
No,
Oh,
Twitch.
Well, there's always that.
Twitch. Dude, I worked with a guy when I did the UVA job. Their lead engineer, his nickname was Twidge. It's like we're like, huh? Okay, we just went with it. Better than the other. I guess he was a student at one point. His name was Slammer. Yeah, that was a character. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have a game. I don't.
What?
No, stop it.
What are you?
You stop it, Twitch.
Play my game.
Oh, really?
Play my game now. You won't play my game.
Authentication failed. What's going on with Twitch? You get out of here.
Try the other password.
Aha, there we go.
Password
That's what I was looking at. Whoop, whoop.
Password.
What is this? Notifications. I don't want no notifications. Anyways. All right, well, we're using a different camera today.
Yeah.
So that's an important detail.
Sorry.
You talk some more shit.
Huh?
What?
What is she typing?
It's just to talk some more shit.
Busted.
Oh, man. So, again, sorry about the lighting, but yeah, we're going to get started here.
Yeah.
Because we can. So we got a few stories that we looked up hastily because, of course, we have not gotten our timing down correctly yet.
No.
And that's just how it is. Deal with it.
We're working on it. We'll get it eventually.
Oh, sure. Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
6 episodes?
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, what is this one? Our 5th?
Maybe it'll take that long. Yeah, something like that.
All right. Back to, which one do you want to talk about first? You want to go back on the, you want to get back on the, hi-ho.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we are, I have gotten much more heavily into mining, and actually, I don't feel so bad about it because I've actually noticed that a lot of other YouTubers have actually started mining now. Barnacles, crap, now I can't remember the other guy's name. He's on my Twitter. But he's started mining now just as a test. A lot of people are using the nice hash, which is you can combine CPU and GPU mining. CPU mining not very profitable, GPU mining much more so.
Well, yeah, because
it's much more powerful.
Yep.
So that's always a thing. But not doing too bad. Currently,
they just want to see if it is like everybody else said, like why we are jumping into it.
Yep. Well, currently I'm averaging about 260 mega hash a second, which comes out to.
But they're probably just using one rig.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I've got several, but still. So let's just say 270 because my average is going to go back up. And I think I calculated I'm at like 1,300 watts currently. Yeah, so it's like just shy of $800 a month, which not bad. You know, return on investment.
Calculations.
4 months.
Right
About 4 months for me. So that's not too bad. And then after that, reinvest, double profits, and so on and so forth.
And that's
so
just
it's good stuff.
And that's just with the one currency.
Yeah, that's well. That you're correct. That is with Ethereum only. Although we will be, I think, hedging some of our bets with some Digibyte in there as well. because it's really low right now for the price of that versus the U.S. dollar. Last I checked yesterday, it was at like 1.7 cents.
Right.
So if that goes up even a little, you make crazy money off of it.
We're going to use
put
Tiny Tim on.
But with Ethereum, I've noticed too, a lot of people are panicking about the markets because they seem to, quote unquote, crash every Friday. But it's not. To me, it seems like normal market fluctuation.
Right.
Because you've got this. You're not looking at currencies as a whole. Where it's this huge market cap. You're looking at individual currencies, and because there's such a low price, relatively. I mean, granted, Bitcoin is 2,700 depending on the day, but even then, even kind of like stocks,
right.
With something like that, even a small amount of fluctuation, $200, that's a big freaking deal. That's 10% or just under of the stock, the price of Bitcoin, for instance, or like with Ethereum, where it goes from 300 to 240. That's huge because that's like a 20% drop there. So yeah, it looks terrible, but you're also talking at something that's already relatively low value wise, and so I think a lot of people are panicking needlessly.
Right, but then Monday you said
it seems to go right back up to on Monday mornings. So this whole fluctuation, then give Ethereum a chance. There's a lot of speculation out there that it's going to do quite well in the future, given a little bit of time.
It's almost like Friday's payday. Everybody cashes in, so everything drops.
It seems that way,
and then goes right back up Monday when everybody's like, okay, let's get back to mining again.
It does appear that way. So anyways, so there's that. But yeah, everything's going well. So that's good. Let's see here. So one of the new things, just to touch on this briefly, and make sure that I'm seeing...
graphics card prices are still through the roof.
Yes, graphics card prices are still the roof. Availability is still super low. Although I did run across 2 RX 580 8 gigs today, and I behaved myself. I did not get them.
Yeah, only because they wanted 100 more than what they stickered
for. They were trying to, but then again, I may be thinking of the 4 gig version, which would make sense that would be like around the $400 mark.
Right.
But this is at a retailer, which I was really super surprised to see an RX 580 at a retailer, especially 2 of them, because I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat.
Right.
But everything else, I'm talking like 1060 6 gig cards, 1070s were pretty much cleaned out at 2 different retailers. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. But manufacturers, if you actually go and check out Gamers Nexus channel, they actually have a video where he was actually able to talk to a few of the graphics card manufacturers and get their opinions on exactly what they thought about it. There's some good and bad stuff. Good is, they're experiencing high sales volume. They can't keep stuff in, so they're making tons of money.
That's business for them. That's booming.
The bad part, according to some of them, if I remember correctly, and I guess I'm kind of paraphrasing on this, is that some of them are worried about the secondhand market when this craze blows over, because it's going to flood the market with secondhand cards. Miners are not loyal for life. They're buying whatever's cheapest, whatever's available, and whatever gives them the hash rate you want, and they don't care about the brand. As long as it gets the job done and makes the money, they don't give a crap.
Right.
So there's that, and the lack of peripherals. So normally when say like a gamer goes out and buys a graphics card, there's a good chance they'll buy a motherboard or some memory.
Right.
They might buy a monitor, some peripherals like some mice and keyboards.
Card that's got different
right.
display outs.
So they're not getting that full-on peripheral, which generally speaking, with your accessories, there's a lot more margin too. So they're worried about seeing some of that stuff.
They're saying
oh, it's not getting a picture. Something cut out. Woo! Something's cut off.
Ah!
Did it turn off? Didn't it?
Yes.
Because it's not in record. Is it because it's not in record mode? The power button, sir.
Turn the power on. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Good times.
There it is. Difficulties.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. It's not seeing the power supply. That's why.
There it goes. Now I got a red light.
Okay, so as long as you got a power light there, it should stay on.
Am I gonna hold the thing? I stand here holding it.
No. Does the red light stay on?
It stayed on.
All right then. That should be better.
That's weird.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah.
We need better equipment. Are we back on? Yay!
There it is. All right.
We got video. Hey, look, that was a close-up of my beard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good times.
Yeah, that's right, delay.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be some.
Oh, okay.
Get back in the picture.
I am in the picture. Move
that's...
over.
Yeah, the delay. Sorry.
Oh, quit looking at the other computer.
Yeah, my bad. I just...
We need more monitors. We need more gear. Hey.
All right, well, that's your job now. If that cuts off again.
I got another
If that
job.
screen goes dark, yeah, we got...
Okay. Well, my phone goes off and they're like, no picture.
Oh, man.
Our fans.
And train of thought. Completely gone.
Graphics cards.
Yeah, the guy. But yeah, so there are a few concerns for graphics card board partners. But I think overall, given enough time,
understandable.
I think they're going to be just fine, especially as some of the newer cards come out. You know, Volta,
right.
Vega.
Do you know what would be smart is if they make a certain graphics card that is just geared towards mining.
Well, they are.
That doesn't have any.
We actually we touched on that last week, and I'll see if I can find the article and swap that over.
I didn't see it. It's just like it doesn't need any video outputs. Just make one to just. Okay, maybe one.
No, actually, both AMD and NVIDIA have announced cards specifically for miners. You know, all your little kids that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
No, they did, and now I cannot find the article to save my life. Of course.
Right, because it's
I'm determined to find it.
Okay.
Miner specific cards.
Come on, use your Google foo. Whee! Look at there.
Okay, so according to eTechnics,
1060, 6 gig.
Looks like we're looking at 1060 base 6 gig cards. Let's see, they're going to have some from Asus, and these are going to be P106 and P104 cards that they're actually looking at releasing. MSI is going to have one. They have two versions. The P106 and P104, like I just said.
Right.
P106 has 6 gigs of RAM and, again, is based off the 1066 gig card.
Mm-hmm.
And the P104, which is actually based off the 1070 card, so it's going to be a more powerful card, also with 6 gigabytes of... actually, I don't know how I feel about that. It's got GDDR5X RAM, which, as I have found out, trying to use my 1080 for mining does not play well with a lot of miners. So my guess is that MSI is making a mistake on that.
They may, or they may change it.
But it's
is that already
but
released?
Miners are the whole.
I know, but
they make the software that utilizes these things.
Okay.
So if they're saying that they're making that with GDDR5 X RAM, then that's not really going to do them a lot of good.
Can they make it? Does it make it without the X?
If they just do GDDR5, it'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they might halfway down the line and predict like, my bad.
So, and then Inno3D, which is a company I've never heard of. I'm sure they're a more relatively new one. And here's something that's important about some of these newer cards. This one is also going to be based off the 1060. And let me go ahead and switch the screen there. So
no video output.
Here's the MSI card here. We got the Inno3D cards.
Right.
And then, of course, Colorful will probably release one as well. But no video output, which is very important, which means you're still going to need either an integrated graphics on your motherboard,
right,
or at least one card hooked up with your PCIe X16 slot directly. You can't have like an adapter for that because it won't recognize the video signal.
But most people are using, for miners, they're getting older motherboards, or at least a motherboard that has two slots.
That
has a built-in monitor. Or
you're getting a mining specific
motherboard.
Motherboard like ASRock makes them. They have the BTC,
right?
So Bitcoin, I guess.
And then we just found we found this little nugget.
Well, hang on. Actually, let me show this again because I switched to the same screen.
Dope.
Again, here's the MSI one.
All right.
We got the Inno3D here, and again, they're showing a colorful card, but I don't really know what that has to do. Oh, there it is. Colorful have joined in on the craze with, again, a 1060 based mining solution.
Craze.
That was that one. Here's this is from news.bitcoin.com. They talk about the AMD card a little bit, and that will have active video out.
Right.
But and I'm trying to remember if I believe it's a Polaris model. Yeah, here it is right here. Polaris model, which is going to be for the mining. So that should be interesting. This one is according to PC World. And this is where I saw the article the first time, actually.
Okay.
So they're going to be... oh, snap. Something went wrong. Reload it, PC World. Crap. So they're claiming that they're going to have better hash rate performance, 36% better hash rate performance from these 1060-based cards. And that's probably going to be, since they're not outputting video signal,
right?
It's going to be focused all on the calculation. And my guess is that these cards, instead of being in like a graphics mode, as it were, camera. Oh, it's on. It's good. Interesting.
Yeah, it's the power.
Since it's not. Since it's not in like graphics mode,
right?
Like graphics compute mode, it'll be in a pure compute mode where it's just there for crunching numbers, and so that's why it's going to have your better hash rate performance.
Right.
For instance, like on my 980s, I actually have to put them in P1 state or P0 state because they naturally operate in P1 state. So I get less of a clock speed on the CPU and a lower clock speed on the memory. So I go and manually put it into compute mode, max it out, and then I can dial in a manual overclock.
These already built in just compute, you can go ahead and start clocking.
And then it does this stuff where it's actually showing our faces. I don't like that at all.
What?
It's actually showing our face, the little face capture thing. Oh, that is awful. Why you do that?
Well,
anyways,
because the other one wasn't charged.
We'll have to deal with that for now because that sucked.
Last minute, like, we're gonna prepare. Well, we didn't prepare very well. Okay,
we were not prepared at all. Anyways, so yeah, right. Inno3D, EVGA, Zotac, Colorful, all jumping in on the bandwagon there.
Oh yeah, everyone's going to. They're
and I believe the AMD cards are based off of the 480. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read somewhere. So that's cool. Gigabyte has a new Aorus GeForce 1080 Water Force edition coming out.
Wow.
Looks like in a WB Extreme edition. Looks like one will be an AIO style, and the other one, I believe, has an EK water block fitting on it.
So this would be for the pure, like, I want the best video.
Well, this is for someone who's going to basically be keeping it overclocked. Like,
and gaming.
All the time.
Not going to mine with this thing.
No, this would not be for mining whatsoever.
This is a straight, like, you want the crisp, best frame rate.
Here's a picture of those two.
This is the P1 of graphics cards.
Yeah, they look really snazzy. And front-facing HDMI port, which is excellent for some of the newer cases, which actually have an HDMI extender that gives you a front of your case HDMI for your VR headset instead of having to reach around the back. So that's... but they're doing this with a couple different cards.
I would love to later on down the show and whatnot, build a VR gaming rig, or at least sample a VR system, because we've dreamed of VR since we're like little kids, like at arcades. Like, cool, I actually get to,
especially good VR.
Right now that it's. I mean, I've played around with the Oculus. It was cool, but everybody was saying the PC-based stuff is 10 times better than the cell phone clipped to your head and whatnot. So
that's cool. My browser is really just having fun.
Probably because we're streaming.
Wow, browser needs to suck it.
Loading.
That's what they need to do.
What are you doing?
I'm putting the link.
Up
on one of the on the Discord server.
Oh, okay.
So that all my peeps there can watch.
Oh, did you want to go touch? You want to talk about that motherboard we just saw a second ago?
Ooh, yes. Since we're still on the mining.
Slightly, since we quickly mentioned that graphics card. It's like going back to the Pick and X. We need to every time we talk about mining, I think we need hard hats. With lights.
Man.
Hi-ho!
Yeah, really.
Like, this thing was neat. I'd like to get our hands on one.
So that's cool. Let's see. We just talked... Oh, and BioStar is actually getting into the mining rig game by producing a graphics card specifically for mining.
Right.
So let's see. Yeah, again, P106 base, so based off the 1060. And Again, they talk about Wccftech, Manly, which this is an interesting looking rig actually. Yeah,
it looks like it's just an expansion bay to hold cards.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's
plugs
like
into
a bulk,
motherboard,
almost like a bulk pack type
right,
of deal.
and then you take that pin and plug it into your motherboard.
Yeah,
so it's separate, so you'll have like 2 cases, but it's got multiple bays.
Yeah, exactly.
To hold your
so that'll be interesting.
Cards.
Wccftech again, based off the 1060.
Or
here it is. It is the Asus mining based off the 470. That's what it was.
And it's got one monitor output. No, it's got 2.
No, it's got more than one.
DVI 2 displays.
And that's why a lot of these board partners are actually wanting to manufacture mining specific cards, because the fear is if they overproduce on the gaming cards, they're going to flood the market. Demand is going to die down because the miners will have gotten what they want,
right,
and made their money off of it, and then stores are going to have this excess of product, and then they're going to have to discount them.
So why don't they just build specific mining ones?
Which is what they are.
Leave.
Right, yeah.
Gamers will still be able to go get their stuff.
That's what they're doing now.
Right.
But they
like,
just. It took probably
like,
a month or two for the...
Holy crap, this is happening. Let's retool.
Yeah, for card manufacturers to go, oh crap, this is a real thing. We need to do something different.
Right.
So that'll be good.
We do 2 different stuff, and then we won't kill our stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Show them the... since
so there's that.
Zodiac.
Then, let me get rid of that. Where did it go? Actually, I think that was the one.
Refresh.
Hang on. I'm fun.
Sure.
BioStar goes mining.
Woo! There it is.
There it is. Yeah, that's
yeah,
the
this
one I was
thing
looking for.
pretty. Ooh, advertisements.
Fortunately, I was not broadcasting the browser for that. So here we go. BioStar actually announces a mining-specific board, the TB250 nice. BTC Pro. This is based off the LGA 1151 chipset and the H110 chipset as well. So, right. so the 1151 CPU and the H110 chipset. Now it does have 13 PCIe slots, 1 16x and 12 native 1x, ranging from 1.0 to 2.0.
Right.
And the PCIe 3 will be your 16x slot here. Now, they have recognized that most operating systems do not recognize that many cards.
Right.
However, they're saying this is for future-proofing. And actually, I've heard of stories where people have hacked BIOSes of,
right.
Their motherboards and, changed software in the OS and all that. And and if I'm not mistaken, ethOS actually supports more than 5 or 6 as well.
Right. So when you were walking me through this board, I'm like, how do you get so many graphics?
And the nice thing about this is they're claiming that their price point for the regular BTC is $95 and a TBA of the 250 BTC Pro. So my guess is that this one's probably going to be about 150 to 200, but right. we'll have to see. Because versus the 2, this one has over twice the PCIe 1 slots than the regular TB250 BTC. Now, hopefully, this will bring this price a little bit further down, even though $95 is really not a bad price at all. So you've got all these little extenders that you can use, much like that one.
It's pretty cool.
Yep. So those are good.
Some of us don't know this stuff.
So that's really cool.
Never seen it.
I think that's going to work out well for them.
Yeah.
In the long run.
I'm even like, how can we get one?
Just saying, BioStar. We'll review that sucker.
Yeah, we'll put it to the test.
I mean, not that I'm pandering at all.
No. Like, we'll gladly pay. We'll toss out some shekels for one.
Some schmeckles.
Schmeckles.
Some schmeckles. 25 schmeckles.
Yes. Some greenbacks.
All right.
Digital ones?
Oh, I don't care. I don't want to send feedback. Reload the page. Come on. All right.
What we got here?
Razer files for an IPO in Hong Kong in order to raise $600 million, so that'll be neat.
Do you own anything Razer?
I like Razer products, but I own pretty much all Logitech at this point.
Right. I've never really used.
I know I like their stuff. I think it's well. I think it looks good. It seems to be pretty well designed. I just need to get my hands on some and maybe do a review or two with them. I mean, they make really pretty stuff, as seen here.
Right. I'm like, there's so many. I've seen one where I'm like, that's so many buttons. What am I going to do with it? Oh, wait, I don't play that many MMOs.
So yeah, again, the IPO, initial public offering, they want to raise $600 million for future growth, particularly in Asia, and they also want to improve the overall march with investments in research and development, as well as improving the brand. Their recent financial filings state that they operated a $20 million profit from 2012 to 2013, but a loss of $70 million in 2015 to 2016 because of multiple acquisitions, as well as tripling in R&D activities. So that makes sense that they would want to raise some money in order to get back into the R&D and kind of not operate at a loss. You know, they want to actually have the budget there for that.
Well, they need to, I guess, build the next best thing that everybody wants.
Well, they do. They make really nice stuff like this external GPU enclosure for laptops. Their Razer Blade is a really nice laptop. I mean, they make great stuff.
Right. All towards gaming.
Of course, yeah. They're definitely marketed towards gamers. So we got here, AOC is teaming up with Porsche for a 27 and 24 inch display. So that's probably going to be really pretty.
Why does Porsche Porsche as in the
car company? Yeah. They have a Porsche branded laptop. They have Ferrari branded stuff for laptops and computer. Oh yeah.
Why?
Because it's marketing and they can make more money off of it than they already do off their cars.
They make double the money just because it says.
Hey, look! Porsche. Car news and tech news all at once.
We're driven.
Yeah, and it's kind of techy.
Wow, one arm.
But yeah, it looks like a pretty interesting design. Instead of having multiple cables go to the front, I actually like this. You can see here it's got the single little
power
thing here for power and signal, which is really nice. I'm hoping they offer it in a DisplayPort version, but probably not, especially since this is only a 19. I'm hoping that's a typo. 1980 by 1080, probably 1920 by 1080, because 1980 by 1080 would be a really weird resolution. sRGB and NTSC color gamut, 90% of NTSC, 178 degree viewing angle, 1001 contrast, 250 nit brightness. So it's not gonna be the brightest one in the world. It's still gonna be really decent.
I like how they're
and it's gonna be IPS, which again is gonna be the reason behind that extremely wide viewing angle.
What's the name of that company?
AOC.
AOC.
Yeah, they make some pretty nice gaming monitors too.
Well, if they're making it for Porsche, like, how come the thing
actually
Porsche?
The price point's not that bad. Well, it's Porsche design, so it's probably going to have something somewhere on here, or at least on the box, that lets you know. Or maybe like when you boot the thing up, it's going to have like the logo. Yeah, who knows. But yeah, it looks like the price point's not that bad. $199 and $249 respectively for the 24 and 27 inch monitors. That's not bad. Looks like it's going to have a. Let's look at a picture here. That's an interesting photo.
It's very slim.
Yeah, it's very skinny, which
but there's not
everybody likes.
It doesn't. Okay, so you got tilt, but you got nothing else. It tilts.
Yeah, it's going to tilt up and down. That's really it's such a small form factor. I guess they're figuring you'll just.
It's not going to go. You
I
can't raise or lower.
No,
like some people like
also the thing that I don't like about monitors like this is there's no. Dang it! What's the term I'm thinking of? The bracket.
Oh, mounting points.
VESA. There's no VESA mounting points.
Right.
Which, not a huge fan of, because if you want to put this thing up high, you're going to have to stack it on boxes.
Or you want to put it on a different
arm. Or you put it on a stand or a shelf, that's...
Oh, what if you want two of them?
Well, I guess...
And then you're stuck with this Z-looking...
I guess they're just going to be desk-mounted, and they say screw it.
This is for your fancy CEO that wants to game in between executive meetings or whatnot.
I doubt this is really even for gaming. I mean, realistically.
Come on.
So pretty much all these articles right here, aside from the one from PC World, have been all from Anandtech. Go give them a visit. Visit their YouTube page. Go to their Twitter. Support them because they put out a lot of good news that allows people like me to give you news.
Right.
If you don't know where to look for it. So on to Wccftech. Looks like Ubisoft is trying to do some new stuff in Far Cry 5. A little bit of gaming news here. They are actually this is the first time that the series is going to start in America. In the game, it's actually taking place in America.
What is Far Cry?
Far Cry is a series of first-person shooter games where it's kind of like survival, but also first-person shooter. Maybe we'll play some of that on the channel. That'd be fun. I have like Far Cry 4, Far Cry 3.
I've lived under a rock when it comes to gaming.
Well, and actually, stay tuned after this this section of the live stream, and we're going to try and teach this guy here to play some Overwatch. Because that should be fun.
I've already got my character name. Captain Respawn.
No, well, you don't have the choice. You're my character name because I haven't bought you your own account yet.
Crap.
Yet.
Okay.
I'm working on that.
No one take that. Copyright me. Captain Respawn.
So if you're listening to Ubisoft, if you want to give us an account, we're going to play it. We'll put it on Twitter and YouTube and all that stuff. Shameless plug.
So it's going to start in America.
Yeah, America.
Wow, that
looks like it's
really redneck, too.
It looks like it's very redneck. Let me see if I'm actually broadcasting the right
that's
page here.
4x4.
Yeah, here's that picture that they're showing here. I mean, this is some Deliverance-looking crap. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it. It looks like the visuals are going to be gorgeous. But this is going to be kind of a scary game, especially for people like me that are from mid to South Georgia. That's a little too close to home.
Come on, that could be, dude.
You're from Michigan. I don't want to hear it.
Shh, I've lived down here long enough. That could be Tennessee. Well, you know, that could be a holler somewhere.
Yeah, still too close to home.
That's not.
Actually, the scariest part of this game for me would be like walking through the woods and hearing "Ew!" in the background. Like it'd be like, "Oh, cover your booty holes!" You know, run and clinch, run and clinch.
Wait, stop. Was that? Did you hear banjos?
Yeah. Right. So that'll be cool. I think that should be pretty interesting, actually. Let's see if they give us any more info.
Now you know they filmed it. Now you know they would use the South if you come out of the woods and all of a sudden you're like,
dude, based on that picture, it's based in the South.
Okay, but when you walk in the game, if you come out in like a town, you're like, that's Dawsonville. Like, I know that place. Shit.
So apparently they're really trying to focus not only on the story and not only the gameplay, but really making a good marriage of the two.
Right.
They want to try and break some molds, and they believe that the market has matured enough to the point that you can tell stories and
be entertaining
in the same type of, I guess, quality that you can on TV. They feel like game development has reached the point where you can tell that quality of story, which I think should be an interesting thing to see.
Yeah.
And give an experience that you can't get anywhere else because then you're actually interactive.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see if this has any kind of VR capability. They haven't referenced that yet.
That would be awesome.
But they're actually talking about how... let's see. What they want is that when you get it from the game, they want you to feel a stark difference from the game that you've just been playing and the real world. Like they really want you to feel that way.
Like you've been immersed in it.
Right, it's
like,
so immersive.
It's a story.
Right.
Like you're gonna play it for hours just because you want to see how the story's gonna progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just there's an end goal. You want to see. It's like reading a book.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's what they want.
It's gonna have a good beginning, a very good middle, and one hell of an end, hopefully.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Or a cliffhanger, because otherwise, there's probably gonna be a Far Cry 6.
Yeah. So apparently, they're bringing an element of religious fanaticism and militarism to this. Basically, they're saying they want to put you up against somebody who believes that they're actually doing the right thing by humankind in a moment in time where there seems to be a theme. So they really, my guess is they kind of want you to be kind of torn morally because you're going up against an enemy that really truly believes he's doing the right thing, instead of someone who's like doing something for evil or nefarious purposes, like games in the past.
I've seen this.
So that should be pretty cool.
I've read these storylines before.
You play a sheriff's deputy that's been helped to recruit to take down the father. So it's going to come out for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One in early 2018. They're saying February 27th. We'll see if it actually stays that way. Huh. By the way, on a gaming topic, Steam Summer Sale still going on. Check that out because that's fun. Diablo 3, Rise of the Necromancer. According to Wccftech.
Rise of the Necromancer?
Bodies go boom, according to them.
What?
They when Diablo 3 first launched, they're saying it did sell 3.5 million copies.
How far did you get in Diablo 3?
Not very far. So if we want to start that as a playthrough, that'd be cool too.
I got pretty far, but I've never played the necromancer. I'm always the paladin. Or I'm either the paladin or barbarian.
I'm usually the shaman.
Oh, you like to summon things.
I think he's hilarious. He's got like that Jamaican eye. I love it.
I'm always the barbarian. I'm just like, give me an axe. I want to cleave things.
So, people when the game first came out, they felt that it was a little bit too linear.
Right.
They didn't feel like it was free world enough for a Diablo game. Now they fixed a lot of stuff as the game have gone on. I have not played Reaper of Souls expansion either.
Yeah, I just got the first one.
But from what they're saying, it did improve game function, and there were a lot more free exploration areas and a lot better drops.
Right, but it's still a it's a very big, almost like you zoom back, it's a third-person hack and slash.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's a lot better.
Well, it's a top-down platformer,
right, but it's a lot different from the second one. If you've ever played Diablo 2, like I played that endlessly.
Get back this way, sir.
Well, move
get more. I can't. I'm up against my desk.
Oh, okay. We need a bigger desk, or we need a better camera.
I'm gonna have. Well, I have one.
Well,
but the battery's charging.
Need 2 batteries.
Yeah. Well.
Oops. Okay, but that being, it just playing all the old games, like what I used to play a lot, and then I jump on this, I was like, wow. How much more immerse, or do they want to make it like World of Warcraft, where it's really free roaming, but then it gets away from what Diablo really is a hack and slash end game?
They've got...
I don't really need the rest.
I mean, really, I think that the way they engineered Diablo 3 was they wanted the future gameplay and DLC aspect of it to be, kind of along the lines of like your World of Warcraft, where you just keep developing content. That way it's kind of like a never-ending gameplay experience. Keeps people engaged, and they want new experiences to be constantly available.
Like EverQuest.
And I can respect that.
I'm going to name drop old games. That I never really played, but I've watched other people play them over the years.
And they've added some, from what I understand, they have added...
Do you get a new character, or is it just
2
the
extra
same guys?
Characters.
Okay.
And new bank slots.
So
for your long-term players, you've got extra character slots. Well, it's the Necromancer's the new one, but they've added extra character slots, is what I meant to say.
I thought he was in the old one, too. Or is this the first time you get to play a Necromancer?
I think this is the first time you get to play him? What is it? I don't know. It's been so long. Help, I need free time. Because I definitely don't have it.
Right. Getting old sucks.
Well,
Adulting. I don't want to grow up. I want to play games all day. What else we got on here?
Apparently, after the debacle that was Mass Effect Andromeda, they have released patch 1.09 that fixes a lot of single-player bugs and adds new multiplayer content and features. I'm not going to go through all these notes because clearly there was a lot of stuff to fix in Mass Effect Andromeda. But they fixed a lot of it. So read it. Go to Wccftech and read it for yourself, because I would need water in order to read all that.
Have you ever played Mass Effect?
Yeah, in fact, I have the Mass Effect trilogy on PS3. We could stream that, actually, if we really wanted to, but
because I've never played it.
It's a first-person RPG, first-person shooter RPG.
Oh,
yeah. I think you'd enjoy it, actually, because you get to make good and bad decisions, like through speech.
Yeah,
you
like
can be
Star
a good
Wars.
guy, bad guy.
Like Old Republic.
And depending on who you kill, and you can like bribe and extort people, or oh yeah, it's actually quite
I don't
fun.
like you. You're dead.
Mass Effect 1, I have beaten Mass Effect 2. I started. I don't have a lot of time to game, you guys. Whatever. But
this channel will give us an excuse to.
I still have one of the original backwards compatible PS3s.
Oh.
The 80 gig with the PS2 support, which a lot of people are surprised. Every time I go into a GameStop, they're like, "Oh, what are you buying a PS3 game for?" I'm like, "Well, this PS3," and they're like, "It still works." And I take care of my stuff.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I'm still rocking a 360.
Well, hey,
when I blow the dust off of it,
it's still valid. So I guess let's look up some car news, since we are 40 minutes into our show.
Oh, almost done.
Yeah,
and much car news. I
think it'll be a good thing to cut things a little bit short tonight and get to playing some Overwatch. I think that'll be fun.
Gaming, because this is also gonna.
We like doing some gaming around here. It's not all hardware, but
there will be shenanigans.
Oh, there will be tons of shit. This ought to be fun. So let's see. See if Car and Driver has anything for us. They tested the Civic Type R. They did like it, but they're not too sure on the looks. I kind of like the look of it. But I think they're a little bit behind the curve. I think they're trying to style this more after like the Evo and the STI. If you look at some of the lines,
you know what the one thing they're lacking.
What's that?
And with the horsepower this thing's putting out and whatnot, all-wheel drive.
Yes and no. I think they're trying.
Looks like it could do it.
I think they're trying to stay true to the Civic breed,
right?
By keeping it front-wheel drive.
But,
from what I understand, the intelligent limited slip in the gearbox is very, very good.
Yeah, but still, having all four wheels launch you at once, and on a platform like that, that's also a hatchback.
It's made to handle. It's not made for.
You don't
launching.
think that STI don't handle?
Oh, I'm sure it does. Doesn't look like they got a lot of new news. 2018 Bentley Continental GT. Looks like they're building it on a Porsche platform now. Or they will be. Looks like Range Rover has a TD6 diesel that they're whatever.
The Volkswagen Atlas. What is that?
Well, let's see.
Car and
Driver describes this as car-like refinement, bus-like spaciousness.
At least, okay. Remember at Volkswagen's SUVs was the
Touareg. Yes.
At least I can pronounce Atlas.
Yeah, right.
It's very easy.
So let's see here. Looks like here's what it looks like. It's definitely a larger form SUV. Seats 7. So this is definitely for your larger families.
Everything's seats 7.
So it's definitely a Volkswagen soccer mom vehicle.
No.
This is made to compete with a Honda Pilot and Dodge Durango. Looks like it will have keyless ignition. An option will have heated front seats and power adjustment, 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with additional USB ports, blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert.
I like how it says.
And for an additional $1,800, you can get their 4Motion all-wheel drive system.
All at a reasonable
that's not bad. $35,000 for a full-size SUV is not bad, especially in the all-wheel drive form. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, 35.
Let's look at
35 gets me.
Let's look at performance.
35K gets me a.
I'm just gonna hit my microphone all over the place.
Stop. Don't hit it.
I can't help it.
Don't abuse it.
I'm a dummy. Well, you know. Okay, so let's see.
I went to the auto show. I sat in the Pilot. Not a fan.
0 to 60 in 7.9. That is with a 3.6 liter V6, 276 horsepower, 8-speed automatic, all-wheel drive. So that explains a little bit of the sluggishness there.
Don't need the all-wheel drive.
Honda Pilot actually gets 0 to 60 in 6 seconds, which is pretty darn respectable for a full-size SUV.
I don't need speed on that. I just need space. I need space.
50 to 70, 5.2. Ride handling. Looks like it's not. They're saying it's not as sharp as the CX-9,
right?
But it does respond obediently. Doesn't feel clumsy. Let's see, feels nimble in the city.
Well,
so ride comfort is good.
Right. I mean, it's an SUV. You're not going to go
decent braking actually. 174 feet from 70 to 0. So that's not terrible for a large vehicle.
No.
So yeah, good for you, Volkswagen. We'll see if we'll see more about that later.
Hey, at least you can pronounce it. This is the only problem with their old ones.
It's like Smart has a 2018 Cabriolet called the 4.2.
What?
Coming out in 2018.
Well, you know they have the cool looking little 2-seater Roadster over in Europe, not over here. They have the clown car. Oh, hello, Audi.
And since I'm
Audi,
a German car fan, amongst others,
all-wheel drive,
RS5 coupe,
heavy, ridiculous.
So it looks like it's going to be supremely comfortable.
And what's the price tag on that extremely comfortable?
Well, let's find out.
Beast.
Let's actually look about.
Because I'm sure it's supercharged.
Apparently, they claim that one of the lows of this car is that it's too quiet and has an overly serious personality. They're saying Audi takes themselves too seriously, which I kind of agree with.
Yeah, they do.
But
they're German.
You know, who cares? Is it nice? Yes. So 317 foot-pounds of torque.
Is it a turbo?
In the previous, this one is going to have a 443 foot-pounds of torque, and max power will be. That's at 6,700 RPM. And peak... Wait, no, that's max power. So horsepower and peak torque comes at 1900 RPM. Wow.
And that's out of
pretty darn cool.
And that's out of a V6,
And horsepower is 450 still. 4.2 liter V8.
Oh
no, this is the V6.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
turbo.
Yeah, it's a V6 turbo. The bi-turbo.
They went away from the superchargers.
Well, no, because they were just doing the naturally aspirated V8s, like in the S4 for a while, the B5 S4s.
Right, but I know they also had the twin screw supercharged V6.
So this is this 6-cylinder is 90 degree. It's 44 pounds lighter than the V8. The car is 132 pounds lighter overall. That's including the turbos
and all-wheel drive.
Yes,
because it's Audi. They don't make anything.
That'll be all-wheel drive. Yeah, that'll be their Quattro system, which for years and years and years has been very, very good.
Right. But still,
0 to 62 in 3.9 seconds.
These things are front end heavy.
So that is not bad at all. Oh.